Shalom, shalom, shalom lakam, which is peace unto you all. Anak na wahai, bar yasha'Allah hawalakim la'atam, kol shabawai baharucha, wakak shaw Yahweh bahasham, Yahweh shah ma'amath, which is certainly, hey, with the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh bahasham, Yahweh shah to preach to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. Nachamatam, kaya, hamalakwath hashamayim, kwara, repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call Laim La, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Racha, Kwadash, Wamashana, Kabadim Zuquaim, Now, Wamalakim Shaw, Yasha Allah Zaquaim, Racha, Gadwa, Wachasa, Washalawam, Wabrakim, Laha, Bachayam Shaha, Gawayasha Shalawam. So all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means he exists, Bahasham, in the name Yahweh Shai delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. This is an article on Yahoo. It reads, it says 9 dead, hundreds injured in most powerful Taiwan quake in 25 years. So it says at least 9 people were killed and more than 800 injured Wednesday by a powerful earthquake in Taiwan that damaged dozens of buildings and prompted tsunami warnings that extended to Japan and the Philippines before being lifted. Officials said that the quake was the strongest to shake the islands in decades and warned of more tremors in the days ahead. It says the earthquake is close to land and it's shallow. It's felt all over Taiwan and offshore islands, said Wu Qin-fu, director of Taipei's Central Weather Administration Seismology Center. It says strict building regulations, widespread public disaster awareness appear to have staved off a major catastrophe for the earthquake-prone island, which lies near the junction of 2 tectonic plates. Wu said the quake was the strongest since a 7.6 magnitude struck in September 1999, killing around 2,400 people in the deadliest natural disaster in the island's history. Wednesday's magnitude 7.4 quake hit just before 8 a.m. local GMT, with the United States Geological Survey USGS putting the epicenter 18 kilometers 11 miles south of Taiwan's Hualien city at a depth of 34.8 kilometers. 3 people among a group of 7 on an early morning hike through the hills that surround the city were crushed to death by boulders loosened by the earthquake, officials said. It says separately, the drivers of a truck and a car died when their vehicles were hit by tumbling boulders, while a man died at a mine. The National Fire Agency did not immediately offer details on the other 3 deaths, but said all the fatalities had been in Hualien County, adding that 882 people had been injured without specifying how seriously. Social media was awash with shared video and images from around the country of buildings swaying as the quake struck. It was shaking violently. The paintings on the wall, my TV, and liquor cabinet fell, one man in Hualien told broadcaster Set TV. All right. So, yeah, it was pretty much an earthquake, and the scripture said that these things would happen, and you still have people that are pretty much in that, they're being engulfed into this world. They're pretty much trying to, find a out, but they're not gonna find any means of escaping the said judgments that the Lord has written for Babylon and the rest of the world. This is Matthew Matthew chapter 24. All right, and we'll read we'll get verse 5. We'll start from verse 3. It says, and he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? All right, which that goes into a end of an age. And it says, and Yahweh Shai answered and said, because the scriptures go into this, let's get this real fast. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 6. We'll get verse 7. It says, then I considered these things, and they were all made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. All right, Salah. All right, continuing on verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, and when shall And when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Yaaiqab and Ishar were born of him, Yaaiqab's hand held first the hill of Ishar. For Esau is the beginning of the world, and Yaaiqab is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, so when you say the word world, all right, it can go into a time period. It goes into a time period. You know, world has a a manifold meaning. All right, it can have a manifold meaning, just like when you look at kind of how, you know, words meanings progress or evolve over time. In different languages, it can mean something different. So in this, all right, a world can mean a group of people. All right, it can mean a time. All right. So it says, and Yahweh answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashayak. All right, which that essentially goes into, you know, saying that they are sent by the Lord, you know, or saying that they got the answers. It says, and shall deceive many. All right, there's many false prophets out there. So it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And we've been hearing of wars and rumors of wars, you know. The rumors of wars going into, you know, pretty much Taiwan and China. They haven't actually battled, you see, but they're pretty much they're showing they're flexing their muscles. They're pulling up on the borders. All right, saying, oh, we got this, we got that, we got, you know, we got these weapons, we got this amount of people we have. They're putting it, they're releasing it to the public, you know, pretty much showing their muscles. So it says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And it was just another bridge that pretty much got hit. So that's going to add forth to that famine, because the scriptures say that a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, roughly paraphrasing. Let's get that real fast. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right, because some of those men, you know, they can be, you know, like logistic companies or supply companies, you know, pretty much transporting goods. All right, and those goods can very well, you know, it can be pretty much pushed forth to a famine, you know, because they can't get those goods to where they need to be, you know, so it's going to be a shortage in particular areas. So then it says pestilences. It's like a leprosy outbreak in Florida right now. It starts in earthquakes. We just got the article of earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. So we still in the beginning of sorrows, but it's going to keep increasing, all right, until the end. All right. So let's get this. This is 2nd Isaiah, also Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 50. It says, for many great misery shall be done to them that for many great misery shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world. Hey, people was running, you know, doing jogs, running up mountains and shit. They got hit by rocks. You know, that's a great misery. It says, because they have walked in great pride. These people have walked in great pride, so they deserve whatever judgment, you know, the Lord has handed to them. You see, they essentially deserve that because they have walked in that great pride. They have taken on the ways of America, Babylon the Great, you know. So let's get this. Let's get Tazapanya, Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 5. It says, the just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will do no iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. And pretty much, you know, the unjust 2/3, they gonna keep doing what they do, you know, but they're gonna abide in that wickedness, and the Lord's gonna keep bringing that judgment forth. You see, while the hopeful elect, is gonna be saved from the said calamities. You see, so Adawama Tazaza Banaya Palos, that was a beautiful edification through the spirit. Wa Adawama Taza Adam Lash